What I would love to hear more about is that, okay, you're saying that you are many different races speaking now today. I'm curious if you are connected in the Galactic Federation, if this is what we refer to as the Galactic Federation, what that is, and I'm also curious about why there is such a presence around Earth right now. I assume it's because there's a shift in consciousness, but I'm also wondering if it is because we have some horrible wars going on and that we have a technology where that can be used in a very, very destructive way, that might be a danger for the whole of humanity. So I'd love for you to address why you're here now and sort of how you're here in a way, because I haven't seen you physically, but I'm hearing that you will become more visible to us. So I'd love for you to speak to that.
Let us first address your question on the Galactic Federation. We, as a collective here now, are not directly involved with the Galactic Federation. And we would like to elaborate on why. It is not our highest purpose and service. We, as a collective, unify in service to the light. The Galactic Federation has a different agenda. As an agenda, the Galactic Federation serves very much the way such an organization on your physical earthly planet known as the UN, the United Nations, might serve, each with their own private agendas, attempting in some way to negotiate and in some way to come to some form of agreement that they, in their unique agendas, perceive to be somehow beneficial, always serving their private agendas to some degree or another, and always operating to some degree or another in individuation. And while we are not frowning upon this at all, we recognize it as a significant part of, we are searching for a right word, diplomacy, a significant part of a requirement of different beings learning to work together. And this is relevant, significant, and important. We also recognize that private agendas are being served there, regardless of whether or not they identify as a galactic federation or whether or not they identify as individual planetary representatives within the Galactic Federation. There are private agendas. Our agenda is simple. We serve the light. We serve the plan for evolution, which is, we would not necessarily call it God's plan, although the one who speaks would utilize that language. We would call it the agenda of the light. We would call it the agenda for the expansion of humanity and for the evolution. And we know that this agenda is in alignment with that which you identify as God's plan. God or source. Many of you utilize different words and languaging for this. However, regardless of the words and the languaging you use, it is a plan that is for the continuation of human existence. It is a plan that is for the continuation of consciousness. It is a plan that is for the continuation of the evolution of truth. And when we say the evolution of truth, it is not to say that truth changes. It is to say that absolute truth will remain, and that which is not truth will be resolved and ultimately, in a sense, eliminated, for it will no longer serve. So that is why we are not directly affiliated with the Galactic Federation. Now, as to some of the other questions, such as why are we here now in the skies? Why are we interacting? It is because through service, such as the Galactic Federation and other beings, in fact, calls from humans who have called repeatedly over eons of time for divine intervention Human free will called us here. Humans who have prayed and asked for assistance that they could see and know and experience. Humans requested our presence. And so we are here. And because we serve the light, and because we interact in the physical, we also know that we have the ability to make great change, where some beings who do not interact directly in physical forms, such as archangels or ascended masters who have transcended their physicality, who are able to remain fully intact in non-physical. You see, because we have the ability to have physical form, we have the abilities to make changes that other beings do not necessarily have the ability to do, for the law of free will remains in this quadrant, in this galaxy, and in this particular universe. Now, one other piece we would like to address is the technology that you referenced. And we would like to affirm that all technology is a direct response to consciousness, not just a response, but effect, and part of consciousness itself, for consciousness is all that is. And so there is technology that will be utilized to serve the light. And there is technology that will be utilized with negative agenda to serve the dark. So yours on earth is to develop your discernment to know the difference. For technology is not designed to cause harm unless it is designed to cause harm. And technology is not designed to serve unless it is designed to serve. You see, technology is a function of human consciousness. Technology is a function of what the humans involved utilize it for. And you could say, well, there is artificial technology, and we could say that is true, but artificial technology is also simply a reference point of consciousness expanding. What consciousness will you utilize when interacting with artificial technology? What frequency and vibration will you be? For what frequency and vibration you are is the frequency and vibration you will experience. This leads us to another topic we would like to bring forward. However, this will expand more consciousness and will require more. Before this is moved on, there will be a check-in. And one last very important and significant piece we would like to offer on the topic of technology, which is to say that you will find some technology to be incredibly helpful to you in the years ahead. For example, technology will be used at some point to disengage nuclear missiles, to disarm nuclear plants that will no longer be needed nor required, to remove certain technologies that have been created that cause harm. So know this, it is not all bad and it is not all wrong, and it is up to you to cultivate your frequency of light within, so that what you are interacting with is always in vibrational resonance and harmony with who you are, what you are, and how you want to experience your reality.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.